books are really important and useful. Well, I'm not talking about your academic books. I'm talking about the books that give you new perspective of the world. The books that help you understand bigger aspects of life when you enter the door of real world right after college. I'm talking about the books that broaden your mindset and help you aspire for true success in life. To lead a successful life, you need to learn how to manage your personal finance. You need to learn human behavior so that you can have better relationships. You need to learn how habits work. You need to know how rich and successful people think and approach life. And you need to learn and unlearn a lot of things to live a happy, productive, and meaningful life. And this is the motto of this channel: empower yourself to lead a life that you love. This is the second video of a student series on this channel. If you haven't watched the first video, you can watch it later from the link in description. So here's my list of top 7 books that every student should read. Let's get started. The first book on my list is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's a classic 1937 self-help genre book, and the principles mentioned in the book still hold true. In the early 20th century, author of the book Hill interviewed 500 of the most successful and influential people like Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell, John D. Rockefeller, etc. etc. And from them, he learned the secret of their success. This is one of the greatest books written on the philosophy of success, and it will give you a whole new mindset to get successful and rich in your life. Having said that, the book is not about just making money. It's about learning the principles that help you achieve whatever you desire in your life. But this is not just a book that you read once. You have to study it over and over again to master its concepts and then apply those principles in your life to see the results. Not only has this book sold millions of copies, it has actually inspired many who went ahead to become millionaires. Well, who knows, you could be the next one. It's been said that successful people are just ordinary people with extraordinary habits. The second book on my list is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. The reason I'm recommending this book is because our habits play an important role in every aspect of our life. Our habits are the key factors in making us the person we want to become. They strengthen our beliefs and groom our personalities. Whether you want to be in a good shape or want to have an organized life or want to become more productive or you want to excel in your career or want to create a great company, the understanding of habits is vital. Over time, it's your habits that ultimately determine your success. This book gives you an understanding of why habits are the core of everything we do, how you can change them, and what impact that will have on your life and your career. Next on my list is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. You must have already heard about this book, and if you haven't, hey, what are you doing? It's one of the best self-improvement books. Stephen studied 200 years of literature on the concept of success, and then he wrote this book. In this book, he says that in order to achieve the long-lasting success, you must live on some fundamental principles. He summarizes these principles of success in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. How do you give direction to your life in a constructive and effective way that helps you become successful and happier? The book answers this central question. Let me give you some more idea about the book. So the first habit that Stephen talks about is being proactive. Most of the people in this world are reactive and not proactive to their problems. They think that the world is happening to them and they react to every situation happening to them. They say things like, there's nothing I can do, my boss makes me crazy, oh no, why is this happening to me, etc. etc. But if you want to be effective and take control of your life, you have to be proactive rather than being reactive. Which means that instead of reacting to the situations, you have to respond wisely to them. You should develop the ability to decide your response in a given situation, and nothing should be able to disturb your peace of mind or your decision making power. And achieving it is 100% possible. How to do that? Read the book. Fourth book on my list is Deep Work by Cal Newport. I had this biggest problem in college that it was really difficult for me to focus. And not me, but most of the students find it really difficult to focus and they feel stuck into the habit of procrastination. If you are one of those students, you must read this book. This is a great book about productivity and focus and is full of actionable insights. Carl quotes in his book that the best way to get highest result from your work is to work in a state of highest concentration. Distractions reduce your productivity as well as efficiency. There are two parts to this book. One highlights why deep working expands your productive limits and why only a few people are able to do it. The second part tells how you can actually learn to practice it every day. What makes this book important and useful is that we are living in a world where we get distracted all the time because of our habits of using social media apps consistently, and in this scenario it is important to learn how to be focused. You should read this book if you want to know how you can be more productive, if you want to know how to get more work done but in less time, and if you are interested in the science of multitasking, attention and productivity. Next book on my list is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This book has one of the most important life lessons that you need to learn to improve your communication skills and your ability to improve your relationships with your peers, family, and friends. Before reading this, I thought the book would talk about the tricks and hacks to manipulate other people, but it actually teaches you the life principles that everyone should know to understand human behavior, develop leadership skills, and build better relationships with other people. This book will not only help you to become better in your social circle, but it will help you to perform better in your job, business, and other aspects of life. Sixth book on my list is one of the best-selling personal finance books, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. One of the most important aspects of life is financial management. It will not help us lead better life but will also improve our decision-making capabilities on monetary matters. It will help us understand the importance of leading a financially independent life. In his book, Kiyosaki tells about the story of his childhood where he has two dads in his life. One is his real father, the poor dad, and the other is the father of his best friend, the rich dad. While he loves both, but each has a different theory about finance. The book will give you an idea about how most of us have become a part of the rat race and how we can get out of it. The book also talks about the two important human emotions that are responsible for most of our life and our decisions, fear and greed. That is the reason why we still live by the ideas of high grades in school and college and a high paying job thereafter. Through life, you get driven to depreciating assets and status symbols like expensive cars, which you don't necessarily need. There are so many people who make irrational buying decisions and end up wasting their hard earned money. If you are a college student, the main concern for you is going to be, how do I get a job after my college? Getting from College to Career by Lindsay Pollack is a great read for college students. The book contains great insights on career and provides effective tips, advice, and strategies that will help you to get your first job after college. The book contains great insights on career and provides effective tips, advice, and strategies that will help you to get your first job after college. In the book, Lindsay also describes the experience of getting her first job, and she says that the success in getting a job comes from a combination of factors, actions, and connections. The book talks about 90 things that you would need to do to get your first wonderful job. All you have to do is to grab the book, read it, mark your weak areas from the book, make notes, and start strategizing and implementing them to get a wonderful job. Before you start the search for your job, I would recommend you to read this book and leverage the essential information and guidance provided in the book to get your foot into the corporate world. The book is, however, written for American college students but has a lot of good stuff that each of you should know regardless of your nationality. Alright, that's it for now. Let me know in the comments which of the books you have already read and what were your best learnings from them. Also, if you want to purchase any of these books, I have put the links in description. Those are affiliate links, and if you purchase from those links, I will get a small commission and it will support me to run this channel effectively, which is great. If you like even 1% of the video, please subscribe to my channel and it would mean so much to me. See you in the next video. Bye bye.